Hey guys, it's Mrs. Hollifield. So we started the Big Seven division strategy today, and just talking with other teachers and seeing what Ms. Colhagen and I saw in our classes, it seemed like people were a little confused and not truly confident in what they needed to do. So because there's asynchronous time, I wanted to make this video for everybody. And also because your parents might quite not know what to do, I wanted to get this ready for you guys to have for Wednesday, and really for anytime you need to reference it. Okay, so why do we call it Big Seven? And this is more for your parents because you guys know this because we talked about it today. We call it Big Seven because we use our standard little division symbol, but then we extend it down so it literally looks like a big seven. And we're going to start with 2-by-1 division, meaning we're going to have two digit number divided by a 1-digit number. The other thing, and what the kids need to start thinking with as they start breaking this number apart, is we want to think about our magic numbers. And what those are, it's 10, 100, and 1,000. It's nice round numbers, the multiplication's super fast in their head, and then we don't rely on the fact family knowledge until we get to the smaller bits where these no longer can be used because the number's too small. That's when we have to start relying on our fact family knowledge. So, all right, I've got 68 divided by 4. So let's start. Got to think about my first group of 4 that I'm going to take out. Well, I can't do 4 times 100 because that would be 400, and I don't have 400 of anything here to take away. So I'm going to start with 10. So I've got 10, and what this is equivalent to, 10 times 4 equals 40. All right. So I put my 40 over here because this is where I'm doing all of my subtraction. And 68 take away 40, I have 8 and I have 2. All right, so I have 28 left. Well, I can't do 10 groups of 4 again because that equals 40. And I don't have 40 of anything left. So now I have a number small enough where I have to know my facts. So 4 times what equals 28? It's 7. 4 times 7 equals 28. So and kids, you don't have to do this multiplication out to the side if you don't want. This is just to show you how this all works together and also to help your parents understand. All right, so I put my 28 here. And I got a 0 and I've got a 0. So now I can come over here. This is like what Ms. Colhagen called this like your notes section over here. So you keep track of how many groups of 4 that you've taken out. And I have to add it all together. So 7 plus 0 is that. 1 plus nothing. This equals 17. And you can check yourself by doing an area model. So 17, I've got 10 and 7. Multiply by 4. So 4 times 10 is 40. Four times 7 is 28. 40 plus 28. 8, 6. I've got 68. So I've got 68 here, my multiplication answer. And I've got 68 in the center of my division problem. I know I am good to go. So the other numbers we use today are Bear with me while I get this cleaned off. All right, give me 1 second. I gotta go get a wipe. All right. So we did 3 by 1 division as well. So I'm going to show you guys that because that can go on a little longer and you don't want to lose track of where you are in the process. So again, remind myself of my magic numbers. Just going to write them up here. Okay. Make sure this is dry enough so everything is clear. And I'm going to set my problem up again, but I'm going to have 3 numbers this time. So I need to make sure to make my little division symbol. And I'm just going to go down a little further because it's a bigger number. So 740 divided by 5. All right. First thing I have to start thinking about. Should I use 10? Well, that would only give me 50, and that honestly would take a super long time. So I'm not going to do that. So let's think. 100 times 5, that's 500. That's a much more reasonable number to take away. So I'm going to take 100 groups of 5 away. So 100 times 5 equals, I'm out of space, equals 500. So I bring that 500 here and I subtract. I've got 0, I've got 4, and I've got 2. All right, so I've got 240 left. Well, I can't use 100 anymore because 240 is less than 500. So I think I'm going to try taking away 10 because that'll give me 50. Let's see where I get with that. Take away 50. So 0 and 0 is 0. Ooh, 4 take away 5. I need to borrow. So that's going to be 9. That's 1. I have 190. So I could keep taking away 50s, but I think I can take away 2 groups of 10 because that would give me 100. And I have that, right? So I'm actually going to take away 20 this time. Sorry, 20 times 5. That equals 100. So minus 100. I've got a 0. I've got a 9. Oh, and now I've got a 0 over here. Okay, we're getting somewhere. So I can't take 2 groups of 10 away anymore because I don't have 100. So I've got to take away just 1 group of 10. 10 times 5 equals 50. Zero, 4. So now I can't take away any 10s because my number that I have left over is too small. I need to rely on my fact family knowledge. So I've got to think what times what is going to equal 40, or 5 times what is going to equal 40. I think for a minute. 5 times 8. I don't put the 8 there. I put the 8 over here. 8 times 5 equals 40. I put my 40, I subtract just to make sure I've got nothing left. Yes, I'm all at zeros. So now, see if I can lift this up so you can have more of a view. I can add it all together. So let's see. Now this is all really crowded, so we're going to do this on the back. 100, 10, 20, 10, and 8. Make sure everything's lined up with your place value. So 0, 0, 0, 0, 8. 0, 1 plus 2 is 3 plus 1 is 4. 1 plus nothing is 148. So the answer to 740 divided by 5 is 148. All right, now let's check it together. We've got 100, we've got 40, we've got 8, and 5 over here. So 5 times 100 is 500. 5 times 4 is 20, but 5 times 40 is 200. 5 times 8 is 40. So we're going to add all of that together. 0, 4, 7. 740 is the answer to my multiplication problem. 740 is what's in the middle of my division problem. So I hope this really helps you guys continue to understand Big 7. If you have any questions, reach out to any of your teachers today. Hope you're having a great Wednesday. We'll see you on Thursday.